Hello students, in this session we are going to study
the impact test. What is impact test we will discuss later on, but first of all discuss what is impact energy. Impact energy is a measure of toughness of the material, that is the material's resistance to the fracture. Toughness, we have already discussed that the toughness is the property to absorb the energy till the fracture take place. So every material has resistance to the failure. So what is the resistance to the failure and what is the energy required to fail the material? That is called the impact energy, right? So toughness is basically the ability of the material to withstand the crack, right? So whenever a failure takes place, first a crack initiates and that crack propagates and the final failure takes place. So what is the ability of the material to withstand that crack, to hold that crack for the longer time? That is called the toughness of the material. So toughness is the prevention of the propagation of the crack across the section before the failure takes place, right? So impact energy is basically the energy associated with the fracture or failure of the material, right? What is the energy required to fail the material, right? So we will discuss this thing in this chapter. So mainly there are two types of tests for impact testing. This is Charpy test and ISO test. So we will discuss in coming lectures about this. Let us now discuss how the impact test is done. In impact test, we have a testing setup in which there is a specimen. You can see here there is a specimen. The specimen we want to break. There is a hammer. There is a heavyweight hammer which strikes this specimen and breaks the specimen. So initially it is having some potential energy. Initially it has some datum, the height above the reference line. So initially it is having some datum, suppose h1 is the height, and initially it has some energy that is called mgh1, potential energy. When the hammer is released from the starting position, it gains some kinetic energy. Some kinetic energy is gained. That kinetic energy breaks, imparts a impact on the specimen, and this specimen breaks. And some of the there is some swing in on another side of this machine, another part of this machine, and there is the height up to which it raises, decreases. You can see here initially it was h, finally it was h dash, or h1 and h2, right? So suppose final energy is mgh2. So there is decrease in potential energy of the initial and final energies, that is mgh1 minus mgh2, right? This energy is the basically the loss, the difference in this energy is basically the impact energy, which is used to crack or break the specimen, and this is the toughness of the material or energy used to break the material, right? So this is called the impact energy. So impact test, so here impact test involves striking a suitable test piece with a striker. Striker is basically hammer. Striker is basically hammer mounted at the end of the pendulum. This is like a pendulum, right? The test piece is fixed in a place at both ends, and striker impacts the test piece immediately behind a machine notch. So this is a notch. This is and this is a type of notch, right? You can see here V shape. V shape something is seen. This is a notch. Notch of this striker as well as notch of the specimen also. We can also make the notch of the specimen also, right? So here you can see here it is not visible. There is a notch of the specimen also, right? So behind the machine notch, at the point of the impact, the striker has a known amount of kinetic energy, and this kinetic energy is known because this kinetic energy is obtained from the decrease in potential energy. Whatever there is decrease in potential energy, that equals the kinetic energy, right? So the impact energy is calculated based on the difference between the initial and final heights, right? Two potential energies of the swinging pendulum, right? So this is the basically the impact energy. Tough materials absorb a lot of energy. If the material is tough, it will absorb a lot of energy. right? And if the material is brittle material, like tend to absorb very little energy prior to fracture. So this is how we obtain the impact energy, and this is the impact testing machine. So here there is a difference between, we have already discussed there are two types of tests are there: impact test, that is ISO test, and Charpy test, right? So what is difference between two tests? One is the point of strike. In ISO test, hammer strikes the upper tip of the specimen. In ISO test, you can see here, this is the upper tip, which is at which the hammer strikes. While in Charpy test, hammer strikes at a point of notch, but in opposite direction. Here, you can see here, this is the notch, and striker strikes at the point of notch, but opposite direction. The direction is opposite. It is not at the notch, it is at the opposite of the notch, right? So second difference is direction of notch. The notch face in ISO test facing the striker. You can see here, the striker is there and notch is here. Both are facing each other. While in Charpy test, the notch face is positioned away from the striker. Here, two faces are opposite. Striker and notch are at different faces, so direction is different. Type of notch, another point of difference, that Charpy test are of two kinds of notches are there: V notch and U notch. In Charpy test, we can use V notch and U notch, while in ISO test we use generally V notch. So here we use the V notch, right? And in Charpy test we can use V and U notch. Another is the specimen dimensions. Some fixed dimensions are there, although it is not always fixed, but some standard dimensions are there. For ISO test, the dimensions are this: 75 by 10 by 10 millimeter of specimen is there. And for Charpy test, the specimen dimensions are 55 by 10 by 10 millimeter. So this is the difference between Charpy and ISO test. You can see here there is a practical demonstration after the breaking of the part. There are two types of fractures are shown here. That impact test is done on two materials. One is the brittle fracture and another is a ductile fracture. You can see here in brittle fracture, the two parts of the specimen is divided into two parts separately. It is seen separate parts like this, right? And in ductile fracture, this is the specimen only bends. It do not break clearly, right? It bends, right? And the molecules are stick to each other still now, right? So ductile fracture and brittle fracture impact test is done, and the specimen is shown here. The brittle fracture looks like it just snapped in half, and the ductile specimen bends without breaking into pieces.